Welcome to this more reflective lecture where I'll give you a bird's eye view of the project we've created and discuss Parabola in more detail. Now, this won't be a hands-on lecture like the others, but rather a chance for us to talk about the overall implementation of the project and how you can use it more effectively within Parabola. So first, you might have noticed that we used a free Parabola plan, and with those you can't schedule flows. So just to take a quick look at their pricing page, you'll see the features within each plan from here. And you can see what is and what isn't possible. Now, as long as your project aligns with these limitations like ours did, you are good to go. But let's go back to our flow and review a few more things. Now, some aspects I wanted to cover weren't directly related to our project, so I didn't discuss them in the hands-on lecture to avoid confusion, but they're still worth mentioning, so I want to mention them here. First up, we have integrations. Parabola has grown into a powerful tool since I started using it. There's now a huge array of integrations available, which makes it even more versatile. For example, you can pull data from CSVs, Google Sheets, you can even pull data from JSON files and so much more. And going further, if we scroll down, you can even connect official databases such as MySQL, so you can pull from them and send to them. No matter the data format you're working with, Parabola enables you to manipulate it for insights even without coding experience. Now, in the current Parabola interface, you'll tend to find all of the pull options on the left-hand side and the options to send data on the right. The layout is intuitive and logically structured. Now moving on to transforms. We touched on this during one of our hands-on lectures. You can think of transforms as all of the ways you can work with the data you've pulled. As you can see, there are numerous functions at your disposal. Whether you need to clean data like we did, you have a function for that. Or if you need to do advanced math calculations on columns, for example on stock data, Parabola also has functions for that as well. So this tool really does go beyond simple data tasks and offers powerful functionality. Finally, we have the AI options that I want to discuss, which are a relatively new addition. Now, we use them in this project, but there's one AI function that we didn't explore. So if I just type in AI into the search bar, we'll see the functions that we have. And I'd like to dive into the AI function called experiment with AI. So we used categorize with AI and extract, but not this one, experiment with AI. So let me explain how it can be useful for your projects. So this AI function in Parabola is more flexible in its outputs, hence it's called experiment. With this function, you can ask the AI to revise, remove, add, and more. Its flexibility offers a variety of results, which might be just what you need. So if the other AI functions, like categorize and extract, don't suit your requirements, consider using experiment with AI. And if we just add it to the canvas quickly and open it up, you'll see that it's slightly different, but also a little bit the same. So we have some example prompts, and then it gives us the chance to write our prompt here without any of the other settings that the other AI functions had in our project. I'll just go ahead and delete that now. But like I said, it's something for you to use if categorize and extract don't fall in the scope of your project. And now that we've covered that, let me finally introduce you to cards, which you can also find along the top next to transforms. Cards are an excellent way to create templates for specific steps in a flow that you can then reuse in other projects. So if you find yourself becoming a Parabola power user and creating numerous flows, you can put repetitive actions in a card and use them across multiple automations. For instance, if we had the same AI steps in various flows, we could then put them in a card, essentially creating a template. And this would help us to avoid repetition and save time crafting automations. But that covers everything that I want to discuss extra about Parabola. I hope it provided you with some deeper insights and helps you feel more at ease with the tool. To sum up our flow, it begins by pulling data from an API. It then goes about extracting and categorizing that data using AI. And once the data is gathered, we then edit the columns and the text, and then we export our data to our database in Airtable. Join me in the next lecture where I'll present an optional assignment for you to tackle.